Hi! In case you're wondering, yes, I am wearing a Green Day shirt that is like 5 sizes too big. Why? Because apparently I'm unable to read the label of t-shirts. So it's really good that I have a channel that relies on my ability to read, because clearly I can do that. Today's video is an unhaul, and I'm like kind of excited slash nervous to do one of these because I really don't want anyone to get offended if I'm giving away your favourite book. But the thing is, I was looking through my shelves and there are honestly just some books that I had that I just hate because I've never given away books ever. I thought that was like a sin to give away a book, and just recently I was just coming across other books that I don't like and they're just taking up so much space, and I'm like, I need the room, okay? I have too many books, I need room for new books, and I'm never gonna read these again and I just want to get rid of them, so yeah. Also, these books are just kind of going to stay in my room for a while because I don't really know what to do with them because I don't really have a local library. I was considering giving them to my school or maybe friends who might want them. But I also kind of want to do a giveaway because that's not something I've done before, but I can't give away all of them because there's like a lot. So if there's one that you like the look of, just comment down below, and then at some point in the future I might do like a giveaway of like the top 3 that people have commented. I don't know, but yeah, let me know if that's what you would like to see on this channel because that would be cool. The first book I'm getting rid of is Fortune by Megan Cole. Don't read this book. This book is so bad. I'm really sorry if you've read this and liked this, but how it's So the basic plot is like these 3 different girls basically all have the same father, and then he invites them all to his like mansion in Hollywood or something, and they basically all have to compete for his inheritance or something like that. I don't really know. And then there's this guy who's kind of maybe his son, I don't really remember. I didn't really care about this book. And then one of them falls for him, which is a bit creepy because they're like step siblings and they're like, ooh, forbidden love, and I'm like, no, incest. Let's get one thing clear. And they have stupid names as well, like Simonetta. Who is called Simonetta? And they're all such like stereotypical characters. One's like a blonde kind of like not very smart, the other one is an Italian model, and the other one is like an indie girl who works in a record shop in London, and I'm just like, what fanfiction did you get these characters from? The next book is Warm Bodies, and I really have nothing against this book. I actually quite enjoyed it. I read it and I've seen the film, but I just don't think I'll ever reread it, and to be honest I don't really like the kind of format of this book. I got it free in a magazine and it's just kind of really tiny, and I don't really need it in my life, so bye bye. The next book I'm getting rid of is Girls, Muddy, Moody, Yet Magnificent. I think I bought this to read on the plane once when I had nothing to read, and I was like 10 or something. I'll just read you the description and see if it sounds like something that, you know, is riveting and obviously a masterpiece. Sarcasm. Zoe and Chloe. Chloe and Zoe. Best friends together. Unless there are boys around, of course, in which case it's every girl for herself. What kind of twisted friendship is that? Will gorgeous Oliver Wyatt and rustic dreamboat Brendan see past the sweat and fall in love with Zoe and Chloe? What is going on here? As they slave over a field of veg. Will Zoe persuade her parents to let her and Chloe spend their hard-earned cash on a holiday to Newquay? Oh yeah, Newquay, party town. And will Beast Hawkins prove he is more than just a beefy big head? Probably not. I don't think you have to ask me why I'm getting rid of this. It's not for me anymore. I don't think it ever was, to be quite truthful with you. The next book I'm getting rid of is Artichoke Hearts. I mean, I actually really enjoyed this book when I read it, but it's aimed at a very younger audience, and I feel like it was too young for me when I read it. And I read it when I was like 12, and it's basically about a girl getting over the death of her grandma. But it is a good book and I think I recommend it. I remember enjoying it at the time, so yeah. You know, sometimes when you look at your bookshelf and you just think, where did that come from? Like, I don't remember ever acquiring that in my life. The next few books are that, and they're like the novelizations of the BBC Robin Hood TV show. I don't know where these came from. I I love the TV show, I have it on DVD, and I look through these books, and these books are literally just the episodes written down with some photos of the show. So I've got the DVD, I don't really need these, and I don't even know how I got them, so goodbye. The next one is I Shall Wear Midnight by Terry Pratchett, and don't get me wrong, I loved reading this book, but I've since realised, because my friend has just started the Discworld series, that this is actually number 38 in the series, and I read this not knowing about the series, not knowing that, no, I just bought this and I read this a few years ago and I enjoyed it, but I was like, oh, a bit confusing. Yeah, because it's number 38 in the series. So, and I've recently discovered as well that they've kind of redone the format and the covers for these books, so I'm just going to give this away and then buy book 1 and kind of work my way through the series. Next one I'm getting rid of is Doctor Who, The Stone Rose. I don't even know if I've read this. I vaguely think I might have, but I'll never read this again, and I don't even know what this is about. Yeah, I don't, where did I get this? The next book I don't think I ever read, but it's Ali Finkel's Rules for Girls, Moving Day by Meg Cabot. And I think someone else had got this for me because I've moved like 4 times in my life, so this was definitely something I should have read, but I don't think I did. Either that or I have amnesia, but I don't want this anymore, so bye. The next 3 books are ones I got for free and just never read. So when I was in year 8, I did a thing called the Kids Lit Quiz, which is basically what it sounds like. It's a literature quiz for kids. That is really hard to say. I've never read these and I don't want to. This one is Vampire Dust, London. Oh, Dusk, not Dust. Not Vampire Dust, because that sounds awful. This one is Underworld by Kathy Macphail, and I vaguely remember that this is about children on a school trip that get trapped in a cave, maybe? Yeah. And lastly, the last free, I don't know if this was free, doesn't look free. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't look, I don't know. But it's Tertius by G.P. Taylor, and all it says on the back is, I have me a prophet boy, an oracle beyond oracles. The secrets of the universe are lodged between his cabbage ears. That actually sounds quite fun. Has anyone read this? Because if it's good, I might keep this. It looks quite cool. The next 2 I'm just getting rid of because I will never reread them again. The World According to Humphrey, which is like a diary by a hamster. I don't know why I have this. Trixie Tempest and the Ghost of Saint Aubergines. And I remember I got this, I was in Georgia, it's near Russia, it's not Georgia, America, and I'd run out of books to read, and this was the only book I think they had in English. No memory of what this is. I think the next one is another airport purchase, and that is Dates, Double Dates and Big Big Trouble by Karen McCombie. Yeah. Dad is seeing someone. This is major news. There's only one thing for it. A serious sisterly spying mission. Oh god. Ugh, no. Okay, it's sneaky, but how else can we get to the bottom of the awful, cringeworthy truth? Meanwhile, new dog Kyra's only been in town 2 seconds and she's got herself a boyfriend. It's starting to feel like everyone except me is dating. You know what? The sole purpose of your life, Ali, age 13, is not dating, okay? No. I'm getting rid of The Book of 1,000 Days by Shannon Hill. Nothing happens in this book. I swear to you. It sounds amazing. Listen to this. This is no ordinary fairy tale. The hero isn't charming, the heroine is a brat, and you certainly won't guess the ending. Sounds great, right? Nothing happens. Nothing happens. It's about this girl who's locked up in a tower, and she literally just stays there for the whole book. That's it. And she's like poking a hole in the gap between the bricks and just waiting for like the prince to come, and then he does, and then they ride out of the castle and like it's a wasteland, and they just like, what do we do? And I'm like, I invested time and effort and this has gone nowhere. I don't really give a crap about any of the characters, and I'm just, I don't know why this is a thing. Like, why? Because it sounds amazing, but it's just not. I just don't understand what happened here. The next book I'm getting rid of is Entangled by Kat Clarke, and I think it's I remember it's about this girl and she wakes up in a room that's all white and there's only like a piece of paper and she has to like write down stuff, like memories and things. I don't really remember liking this that much, and it sounds kind of like a teenagey, crappy version of Room, but without the baby. The Carrie Diaries. Not good. I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone, but I didn't like this book at all, which is really upsetting because I loved the TV show, and then they cancelled it. They cancelled it. It was so good. It was so good. So I thought I would read the book to kind of fill the void that the people who cancelled my show pierced into my heart. This has made the void bigger because I just got so angry that this is not good because I needed it to be good and it just wasn't. Carrie is annoying AF. She's so annoying. She's always like, he hasn't spoken to me today. Does that mean he hates me? Does he still like me? Her whole life revolves around this Sebastian guy, who in the show I can kind of understand because he's like, you know, a Greek god, and really nice and really funny. Sebastian in the book is just a dick. I'm sorry, he's a dick, and Carrie's obsessed with him and she's annoying and vacuous, and I'm just like, why am I reading this? Why do I care? Oh wait, I don't, so goodbye. Next book I'm getting rid of is Uglies by Scott Westerfeld, and I actually didn't mind this book, but I didn't feel anything amazing. Like it didn't really stick with me. I can't even remember the characters' names and I don't have any intention to carry on with the series, so I just feel like it's kind of just wasting space on my shelf really. I don't really have any connection with the book. I don't really plan to continue, so I feel like I should give this away and so maybe someone else can find more enjoyment in it than I did. The next book I think is Gone by Michael Grant, and I can't remember if I read this. I remember starting it and then I just didn't really get like I remember I got to like 50 pages or something and nothing really had happened and I was kind of a bit bored, so I moved on to a different book and I just never came back to it. I might try it again, but I've read the description and it just doesn't really sound like something that I would like, and it's like a 6-book series. I don't really know if I want to commit to that, to be quite honest. But yeah, if you've read these, let me know if you like them and why you like them, and then maybe I'll give this another try, but I'm not really sure. This book is shit. It's Alice in Zombieland by Gina Shaw. Yeah, again, sorry if you like this, it's just not my thing. Thing is, I love fairy tale retellings and kind of like retellings of classics that I like. I like the story of Alice in Wonderland. I was really excited for this. I like zombies, like Alice in Wonderland. Put them together, I'm happy. But this just wasn't good. I mean, I actually tried with this one. I got 100 pages in and nothing had happened. I mean nothing. Like, I started off well. Alice was in a car crash and then her parents got eaten by zombies and I was like, woo, exciting. And then she moves to a new school with her grandma. She sees some clouds that kind of look a bit like white rabbits. She sees a boy and then she like fantasizes about her and the boy kissing, and then she's like, ooh, what's happening? And then it turns out to be like her fantasy. And then she goes to talk to him. He acts like a dick to her. And then she's like gradually like becoming infatuated with him. And I'm like, 1, he's a twat. 2, I'm 100 pages in and nothing's happened. So why am I continuing? I don't know. Why is this on my shelf? Please. And lastly, the book that I've been probably most excited to get rid of is Fallen by Lauren Kate. No, I don't like this book. Oof. This isn't supposed to be a review. And probably like this video is way too long because I've been doing like a running commentary for each book, but this book is just not good. I'm sorry. Like, ugh. First of all, it's one of those books where it's like, oh my god, should I pick hunky chiseled teenager number 1 or hunky chiseled teenager number 2? One's horrible to me and one's nice to me, but ugh. Also, it's set in a mental institution. This girl is sent to a mental institution because like she was caught up in this weird fire, and so they send her to mental. It was like no proof or anything like that, and she never shows any signs of being mentally unstable apart from like a couple of nightmares here and there, and that's it. And also, for someone who's supposed to be like incredibly dangerous, as it's like put on her all the time, she's incredibly dangerous, she's allowed a weird amount of leeway to go around this facility. She's allowed picnics with Chiseled Boy number 1, swimming with Chiseled Boy number 2, and just general shenanigans. It's just, nothing of this makes much sense, and like you don't care enough about it to try and make it make sense. And there's this huge showdown at the end where like all these angels come down from the heavens, and that's where it just lost me. I mean, it never really had me, but that's where it lost me, and I just don't want this. So I hope someone else finds joy in it. So my book my book purge is over. It's a lot of books, but I've never gotten rid of any books before, so there's bound to be quite a few, and I'm feeling good about it. I thought I'd be quite reluctant, but the thing is, I just know I'm never going to read these again, and so I don't really see the point in keeping them. So yeah, let me know down in the comments if you again, like I said, if you would like any of these to be done, to be put into a giveaway, or if you think I should give any of these a second chance. So please let me know, and thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye!